Welcome to Alex Nemzik Fieldhouse for Dragons Volleyball. Today's match features the Minot State University Beavers and your Minnesota State University Moorhead Dragons. Before we begin, please turn your attention to the announcer's table for the reading of the NSIC Sportsmanship Creed by Addie Culligan.
The NCAA and the NSIC encourage and promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We ask that you cheer for your team and be respectful of the opponent. As Division II student athletes, we support a diverse and inclusive environment, and we commit to fair play, responsibility, and respect. We invite you to support our effort. Go Dragons!
Ladies and gentlemen, MSUM is proud to be a yellow ribbon institution, and we invite you to please stand and remove your hats for the presentation of colors by the Vietnam Veterans of America, Chapter 941, Northern Warriors. Ladies and gentlemen, let us honor America with the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. Also a special thanks to our national anthem singer, MSUM math professor, Justin James. Now let's introduce to you the teams. First of all, introducing the Beavers. Let's start with the non-starters. Number 1, Katie Duckner. Number 3, Megan Anderson. Number 4, Mackenzie Froelich. Number 5, Emily Barker. Number 10, Carly Pickard. Number 11, Shay Peterson. Number 13, Jeannie Brenner. Number 14, Cody Schwalik. Number 15, Gianova Hamilton. Number 16, Kayla Verity. And number 17, Hannah Southcott. And now the starters for the Beavers. 6'2" junior middle hitter, number 6, Haley Swain. Defensive specialist, 5'8", senior, number 2, Michaela Gurley. Middle hitter, 5'10", junior, number 7, Nicole Wondrasik. 5'11", junior, outside hitter, number 8, Shelby Spoler. Senior, 5'9", setter, number 9, Kelsey DeWolf. And middle hitter, 6'tall", junior, number 12, Emily Faldorf. And the libero, 5'4", sophomore, number 18, Carly Koza. Head coach for the Beavers, Dana Cordova, assisted by Charlie Condren. And now for your Minnesota State University Moorhead Dragons. First, the non-starters. Number 1, Becca Kane. Number 3, Addie Culligan. Number 5, Lexi Gilbertson. Number 8, Taylor Thorson. Number 10, Amber Klug. Number 11, Madison Klein. Number 12, Sarah Peterbach. Number 13, Gabby DeBoer. Number 16, Elise Bucky. And number 19, Layla Zaker. And now the starters for the MSUM Dragons. A 6'1" sophomore middle blocker from Fargo, North Dakota. Number 6, Kylie Conwisher. 5'11" freshman outside hitter from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Number 9, Madison Wasink. 5'11" freshman from Phoenix, Arizona, outside hitter. Number 14, Amanda Carlson. 5'11" sophomore from Fire Lake, Minnesota, right side hitter. Number 15, Lauren Kiewit. 6'1" junior middle blocker from Hudson, Wisconsin. Number 17, Kaylin Jenkins. And a center, 5'10" freshman from Bismarck, North Dakota. Number 18, Caitlin Selensky. And the libero, 5'5" senior from Ada, Minnesota, Monica Vega. Head coach for the Dragons, Tammy Blake, assisted by Bob Jones and Lauren Tadlock. The officials for tonight's match, Jim Trevick and Jens Lindner. Line judges, Autumn Schlater and Emma Thuringer.
Hello everyone and welcome to Nemzik Fieldhouse for another season of Dragon Volleyball. I'm Alexis Kennedy alongside a new face, Tanner Robinson. Welcome to the volleyball scene.
Hello, thank you, and I'm glad to be here. It's going to be a fun night.
Tonight we have the Minot State Beavers visiting in-house. Already had a meeting with them earlier this year, beat them in 5 sets. What are you expecting out of the Dragons and the Beavers tonight?
I expect another back and forth contest between these two teams. If the last match was any indication, I'd say about a 4 or 5 set match, but we'll see what happens.
A big thing that was talked about preseason was the youthfulness of the team, and now on the opposite side, we have a very experienced Beavers team with most of their lineup being juniors and seniors and being a good chunk of the Dragons freshmen.
Yes, very much so. 9 true freshmen on the roster for the Dragons. Hold on a second. Got it. All right, 3 true freshmen. Sorry about that. 3 true freshmen on Minot State's roster. 4 of them seniors, but they have youthfulness on the coaching side as well. Only Dana Cordova is their head coach, and she's only in their 2nd season this year.
Yes, I think we talked about beforehand it being a rebuilding season for the Beavers, but let's get started here.
All right, so Lauren Kiewit up to serve first for the Dragons. And it goes wide, and the first points awarded to Minot State.
Not exactly the way you want to start the game, but it's early.
Now bring the ball over to the Minot State side. Shelby Spuller, outside hitter, starting the serves for the Beavers. Nice block, and over the net by Haley Swain.
I think a thing to mention here too is last time that these two teams met, the middles were a very dominating present for the Beavers, so the Dragons might have to watch out for that again.
Just have to have more net front presence. Nice dig by Vega. And that'll be a point for the Dragons. That is Madison Wasink on the kill there.
One thing that I like that the Dragons are doing is utilizing their back row players. You have Taylor Thorson here, who did have some experience last year, but I do think Tammy Blake is trying to get her some experience since Vega will be gone after this year. But again, she's brought in some good experience in the back row for them.
Absolutely, and a nice block in front by Caitlin Selensky, one of the 9 freshmen.
Ooh, nope, we're calling her in the net, I think.
All right, no net, excuse me, a net violation called on MSUM. Ball goes over to Minot State, and it's Sophomore libero Carly Koza on the serve. Carly Koza, part of a defensive trio on this Minot State team, along with Michaela Gurley and Shea Peterson. All three of those players having nice numbers in digs per set. And the Dragons get a point there.
I think another thing to mention early too is the Dragons are running another 6-2 this year, and if you're listening at home, that means you have 2 setters rotating with 6, so from the back row, the opposite setter can hit as well.
The block attempt goes wide. Another point for Minot State.
You know, in that one, I don't think Conmeischer got over there fast enough to close the block. Also, with your younger players, you have to get that communication and make sure that you're on the same tempo, which in the beginning of a set can take a little bit.
Match still early here. Another nice kill in front there by Kylie Conwisher. 6'1" sophomore out of Fargo. She went to Shanley. Selensky in on the serve. That goes long, and the ball will go back over to the Beavers.
2 service errors already. Might come back to bite you at the end of this one.
They're going to need to tighten that up. This is Michaela Gurley with the serve. And that kill attempt by Kiewit goes wide.
I think also to mention too, for both sides, kind of getting resettled into this first match. I think that's why we're seeing a lot of balls go longer off the tape, is we're not seeing that connection with the setters, and also not seeing a great first pass from both sides, which makes it hard to run your offense.
Absolutely. Nice dig there by Koza, but they try for the kill there, and it goes wide. Dragons point.
Sometimes too, when the beginning of these matches, you're just trying to do too much, so you're going under the ball, it's going out, you're trying to do too much, so you go through the net. I think both sides just need to calm down a little bit and get into their rhythms.
Nice dig by Vega, the libero, the only senior on the team, and Wasik, excuse me, Wasik with the kill there.
It's all right. You got 4 years to learn these names. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of her.
And serve into the net by Emily Faldorf of Minot State. Vega serving. Beavers up 7-5 here in the first set. And a nice kill by Kaylin Jenkins.
We saw a lot of presence from her last year in the middle position, and I think we'll see a big presence from her again this year. Talking earlier, we talked about how Dragons are going to be big on blocking, and she is definitely a big key component in the Dragons blocking aspect.
All right, Lauren Kiewit, another kill for her. And the Dragons have tied it up here in the first set, 7-all. Vega, another nice dig. And another kill by Wasink.
It's great to see such a young player come out and moving those shots. Going down the line is kind of a harder shot, more advanced shot, so seeing her coming out as a true freshman, going down the line, that's great to see.
Yeah, again, one of the 9 true freshmen on this squad out of Sioux Falls.
You know, I did give some credit to the Dragons middle, but also the Beavers middle gave us some trouble last game. I think we're definitely going to see a big presence from them as well, both of them.
Yeah, especially on that last point. Haley Swain with a nice block there. So good presence up the middle for the Beavers. Wasink dug out by Gurley. And another kill.
That last play there, we call it the black hole or the donut. I just think they were caught off guard, weren't quite ready for that quick push over, and that's something that you can't let drop. So again, early in the game, but hopefully they pick up those balls. Another great shot there.
Yeah, another nice one by Wasink there.
For her to be able to go down the line, you saw that hard cross, and then now throw a little bit of off siege, she's going to be deadly. They're not going to know what's coming towards them.
Definitely showing some potential here. Up to 3 or 4 kills already in this first set. So youth shining bright here so far in the first set, and another point for the Dragons.
Carlson out of the back there. Good to see her being ready for a back row attack. We didn't really see a lot of that last year, so see the confidence back there from another freshman.
Nice blocking there by Jenkins and Selensky in the middle. Dragons off to an 11-9 lead here in this first set. Dig attempt saved by Wasink, excuse me. Nice dig there, and they were able to save it.
Great
Selensky able to
effort.
get it over.
Big block too. Dragons all out earned that point there. Great effort, both defensively and offensively.
Absolutely, wow. Defensive play on point for the Dragons so far. A couple of crucial digs there on that point.
Great spot there, splitting the defense.
And Minot State back on the scoring side here. Shelby Spoler back to serve. Big block there. And Wasink floats it over. Another point for the Dragons.
What I think Wasink is being so great at too is she's listening to her back row, so she's listening to Vega behind her, telling her split the block, go over. So I think having that senior leadership behind her is really helping her and giving her some success up at the front.
And her being the only seasoned veteran really on the roster is a huge help to like all the freshmen.
Yep.
Oh, nice set there over the net by, I think, Kiewit on that play.
We have a timeout here, which personally I would have took a timeout too. I think they're getting a little bit too much momentum on the Dragon side. So for the Beavers, I think it's going to be a good, let's settle in, get the ball back, get a side out.
Dragons up by 4 here in this first set.
Those are always fun to watch. The setter just tips it over. Not good if you're on the defensive side, but when you're a setter and you can just dump it over and get a quick point, it's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's kind of fake out the other team, just with thinking you're going to set something up, have an assist, but instead acting like a kill as you float it over.
For sure, and we have to remember too, even in volleyball, 4 points isn't much. It's going to take a good two swing point, and you're already back into 2 points. So I definitely think that the Dragons still have to push a little bit more. I think the Beavers can definitely still get back in this. And I think this is a good momentum stopping timeout, regroup, get back in it. If I were the Beavers, I would just say clean it up, get ready for it. You know, they've been caught off guard a few times. They are getting some good touches up at the front, but I don't think they're getting enough good first passes for them to run their offense. So if I were the Beavers, good stopping point, regroup. We're still in this, it's only 4 points. If I'm the Dragons, keep pushing ahead.
See if the Beavers can get momentum back off of that timeout. Thorson back to serve for the Dragons. And the swing continues as Amanda Carlson gets the kill there.
And that's something too that the Beavers have to recognize is you'll see her hand go under the ball. They've already got the Beavers, especially on that right side, a few times with the short little roll. So defensively, they've got to recognize that and get your feet under it.
And big block by Jenkins and Selensky. Once again on that right side in the middle.
Again, going back, if you can't get a good, solid first pass, you know, the Beavers aren't able to run a solid offense. They're kind of caught off guard, and then you don't exactly have enough time. So if they can get a better first pass, I think that'll help them.
And a big kill by Selensky.
And the Dragons are doing exactly what they need to do, pushing ahead point by point, not letting the Beavers get back in this one.
They're certainly putting up more brick walls for the Beavers to overcome here in this first set. That first serve getting belly over the net, but another point for the Dragons, a double hit called there.
Great serve by Thorson, though. Chip in the net.
Blocked out by Selensky and Jenkins. Ball goes over back to the Beavers.
Dragons just a little bit late on that block. You saw their middle get pulled over a little bit, so then ours had to pull over a little late. Goes off the hands, point Beavers.
Koza serving for the Beavers, looking to get the momentum back. And it looks like she's making a start to that as the Dragons are not able to return that serve. Carly Koza, sophomore. And Jenkins going up for the block there, does not get it back over to the Minot State side.
That one I think comes with a little bit of inexperience maybe from Carlson on those. Your outside hitters come into the middle to help, but I don't think she was quite ready for that and wasn't quite in a defensive position to either make a play or be aggressive on the block.
But the Dragons get one back there. Kaylin Jenkins in on the kill. And now back to serve. 6-point lead, 19-13 in favor of the Dragons. And that one just clipping the line on the left side court there. Minot's point Beavers.
Baldorf there on that kill. That was a good one. Way to get the back line.
Shea Peterson back to serve. Dragons get the momentum right back. Kylie Conwisher on the kill. Kiewit playing good defense in front of the net there. Vega digs it out. Koza able to get that one over. And a big kill again. Conwisher in front.
Great rally there from both sides, though. Had some good defensive plays on the Beavers.
Even though the score might not reflect it, this has been a pretty back and forth set defensively. Now, ooh, a little collision there from by DeWolf and Peterson.
Another timeout here. Kind of can see some frustration going on the Beaver side, which is kind of hard to not be frustrated when you let a ball fall right through your hands. So another timeout for the Beavers here. If you were on the Beaver side, what would you think?
I would say just keep trying to calm the game down as much as you can and just kind of spread your game out. They're playing great defensively. Both teams are, but they have to continue that play and maybe get some offensive strides in to kind of shift the momentum back.
Yeah, I would totally agree. I think on the Beavers side defensively, they are getting caught back on their heels a little bit. You're seeing them kind of fall back, and that generally means that you're not in your position ready to go. So again, if they can't be ready defensively to get that good first pass, they're not going to be able to run their offense in return and get points. So I think they are kind of maybe getting caught a little bit off guard, but that could be from the Dragons running a fast-paced offense and just using that momentum to keep going.
And again, the Dragons youth playing a big role in this game, in this match so far.
If you are just joining us now, we are in the beginning of the first set, or nearing the end of the first set, I should say. Dragons are up 22 over Minot State Beavers 14. First conference game.
Yep. Second time these two teams have played.
In this exact same spot, too.
Yep. Microtel Classic at the beginning of the year. Dragons taking that one in 5 sets in a very back and forth contest. Vega able to dig that one out there. And a defensive attempt by Carlson and Conwisher on the front there falls short.
You kind of saw Conwisher was just a little bit late. You saw the ball fall in front of her. I don't think she quite closed that gap, which in return, point Beavers.
That was 2 freshmen attempting that block. Good block there. Vega gets it over. Conwisher up and down, and she's able to get the kill there.
I have to say, defensively, the Dragons are pretty solid right now, getting touches, slowing down the hits from the Beavers for their defense to run, but also just honestly shoving the ball back on the Beavers side and not even letting them get the ball over.
An unfortunate service error there by Amanda Carlson. It brings the ball back over to the Minot State side of things. Emily Faldorf into serve. And Conwisher with another kill. And that'll bring the Dragons to 24. Set point coming up. Monica Vega into serve. Violation. Let's say point to Minot State.
I believe that was on Kiewit, if I'm not mistaken.
And a double hit called on the Dragons.
It's kind of one of those points in the match too. It's like you got to end it, you got to close it. Can't be error after error because 6 errors after and they're in. Beavers will be back by 2, but hopefully they can get this last rally.
And another, oh, it's a carry, I think, on the Dragons.
Left.
And Tammy Blake decides, you know what? Let's call a timeout of our own.
And this is great for the Beavers too. Like, this is the momentum that they need to get back into this. If you're the Dragons, you just committed 3 errors back to back. So, and I think we saw it too in the other game when they were against each other, that they are having trouble closing out sets, kind of finishing it. And I think we're seeing that with, combined with some of their inexperience to just finish it.
Yeah, definitely need to tighten up those errors as they try to close out this first set.
You know, you're going to have errors, you're going to have them every once in a while, but you can't have 3 in a row, especially when you are 1 point away from winning a set for both sides. But again, hopefulness for the Beavers clawing their way back in here. Do Beavers claw? Beavers have claws, right? That's the thing.
Yeah, I think they do.
Oh, they gnaw on wood. That's what Beavers do. They gnaw on wood. They're gnawing their way back into this one.
They're looking hungrier than they did earlier in the set.
Yes.
Kelsey DeWolf looking to continue the momentum for the Beavers. As they're now within 5 in this first set. And a block attempt wide by Jenkins and Kiewit.
What I love seeing is they're not going out without a fight. We expected this in the beginning of the match, that they were going to be back and forth, and I love seeing the Beavers not going down without a fight.
Absolutely, making a good comeback here. But now it is thwarted by Kaylin Jenkins as the Dragons take the first set. 25-20.
You have to remember, too, in the beginning of that first one, they had 3 service errors right away, and if we're on the Beaver side, that can definitely help them out, which it did. They came back close. Dragons were ahead by 8 points. So definitely think it just took Minot a little bit to get settled in. So for them being able to come back in and get some momentum, I would say, back on their side. They were down for a few points. So for them, able to get momentum in the end of that first set to bring them into the second set, I think it's going to help them maybe kind of settle down their nerves, keep them going.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It's certainly going to carry over. Minot State looking to continue kind of what they were trying to build on that first set. Welcome back into Nemzek Fieldhouse for the second set of this NSIC contest between MSUM and Minot State.
Ooh. She
Big
got it
fall
up.
there. Yep, Gurley. That's Michaela Gurley down there with a nice dig. But the Dragons able to get the kill and the first point of the second set.
Kind of touching her shoes there. I don't know if she maybe hit a sticky spot or a sweaty spot, but she got the ball up regardless.
She did, and she got it over. It's a nice dig attempt by Gurley of Minot State.
Great spot there by
Great
Jenkins.
kill, Jenkins again. Both points, responsible for both points so far. Back to service, Taylor Thorson. Shortest player on the team at 5'4". That one goes up into the ceiling, but Vega able to track it. A nice dive by Vega too. And a great kill by Carlson. Nice setup by Vega to get that over to Carlson for the kill.
Another great defensive effort from the Dragons.
An early 3-0 lead for MSUM here in the second set. And Thorson serves that one long.
You know, you mentioned she was the shortest, but you don't got to be tall to pass. You just got to get the passes up.
No, you don't. Just got to have that upper body strength to get it up. Jenkins tries for a kill, but hits that one long.
A little behind the ball there, sending it long. Again, just a timing thing with your setter.
Carlson tries for the kill, but gets blocked. And
Tied up.
Together, tied up, but they're calling 4 hits, I believe, on that one. Thorson with a soft killer there. And it works. 4-3 Dragons.
You also don't have to be tall to get a kill from the back row.
No, you do not. And Thorson just proved it right there. Nice block by Conwisher and Carlson on the left side court now.
Dragons again bringing that strong defensive presence at the net. There we go.
That one hit out by Haley Swain.
Like we mentioned pregame before media day, Coach Tammy Blake saying blocking, that's what's going to win us games, and definitely showing it again.
They do say that defense wins championships. Win a lot of matches here as Carlson gets another kill for the Dragons. Kaylin Jenkins back to serve. And Conwisher and Carlson trying to go up for the block there again, but a little behind it, and it goes and stays on their side. Carly Koza back to serve for the Beavers. And nice kill there by Selensky.
It's great to see these true younger freshmen coming alive and just swinging away. You can tell that they're not scared, they're not timid, they're just coming in, swinging away. It might also help that they've already played these guys before, kind of know what to expect, but it's great to see such young players just going out swinging hard.
Confidence is definitely showing in the youth.
Another swing by Thorson back there.
And then Conwisher
Again.
get up into the net and the block. She is all over in that middle. And Carlson gets another kill for the Dragons.
Timeout Beavers here. And you know, kind of going back to Dragon side, they're swinging hard. They're doing rolls, they're going down the line. They're being a very aggressive offense, but also a very unpredictable offense. So you don't know if they're going to tip, you don't know if they're going to go around. And also we're using all sides, outsides, middles, and right side, which also kind of goes back to that 6-2, where you always consistently have 6 hitters, so you have 6 options.
Great presence in front of the net so far in this second set, especially from Kylie Conwisher and Amanda Carlson. Those two on the left side just
Being very dominant with each other.
Yeah, making noise here in the second set.
And you know, on the Beavers side here, I think it's, again, they're getting caught off guard defensively, and then that in return, they cannot run their offense. So if we're on the Beavers side, again, we have to get that block there, get the touches, help your defense out in order to run your offense. Also, they have to be ready, not on their heels. Again, need your first good ball and your offense. See Beavers head coach there, kind of getting him fired up.
Yeah, Dana Cordova, once again a second-year head coach.
You know, we kind of touched briefly on before, maybe like a rebuilding year coaching-wise, so I'm sure she's trying the best that she can do to get her girls fired up and back into the set. Came back last set.
Yeah, they did. Certainly working that chemistry over the last year. And an ace for Thorson on the back end. No, it was, excuse me, it was Selensky. Selensky with the ace.
Great spot. Again, keeping the Beavers on their toes.
Nice counter there by the Dragons. Kamasher and Carlson once again.
They're really not letting anything come back on their side of the net.
No, they're acting like a stone wall, just blocking everything thrown at them.
And even too, if they don't get a full block, they're getting touches and making it super easy for their back row players.
And a double hit call on the Dragons.
Looked a little funky coming off her fingers on that one. Got to give a good call to R1 on that. Also a little bit of a break for the Beavers.
Yeah, it certainly ends the run the Dragons were going on just there. Beavers finally able to get a point.
Ooh.
But Conwisher fires right back and gets another kill.
I mean, she's doing it all. Offensively, defensively. Swinging, blocking.
Just absolutely making her presence known in the middle. Back to serve is Amanda Carlson.
Another great block.
Yeah, that was Wasink and
Ooh.
Kamasher on the block, and Kamasher yet another kill. This time a little bit of a floater there.
Yeah, what I really liked is she made an adjustment mid-swing, so she went up, knew it probably wasn't the best ball to hit, tipped it right over this block.
Just adjusting on the fly.
Ooh.
Nice kill right back.
What I like what the Beavers did there is they went to a back row. Clearly their front row wasn't working. They made an adjustment. Must have, well, it worked for them, obviously, but they must have felt confident.
Yep, and that was Shelby Spuller on that kill for the Beavers. The Dragons get a point right back.
And that's the thing too, if you are confident in one of your players, Buller for example, they must have wanted to get her the ball and knew that they could get the point back.
All right, and there's Monica Vega, senior libero, back to serve. Wasink over. Jenkins trying to kill there, but well defended. Wasink gets the kill.
16-6 here, seeing a little bit of a lead coming from the Dragons.
This is turning into a dominant second set by MSUM here.
Wow.
Beautiful diving dig by Selensky. But Minot State able to get that one just on the line in the left corner.
You know, and I think a lot of things are just clicking for the Dragons right now, offensively, defensively, but also, you know, they got to keep that going.
And block there in front by Swain and Spuller.
Good little momentum shift for the Beavers. Get a break on that 10-point run. Get the ball back. Start doing what you got to do.
Ooh, and Wasink getting credit for the kill. The lines judge saying a touch by Minot State.
Yep, and the Beavers here are trying to argue that she hit the outside antenna, which if you hit the outside antenna and then it goes on the other side, the ball is out.
And the points awarded to Minot State. A good challenge by Coach Dana Cordova.
Kiewit talking to R1 there. At some point, move on.
Dragons still up by 7 in this second set. And blocked by Swain and DeWolf.
Beavers needed that.
Any kind of big defensive play can change the momentum quickly. Beavers within 6 now. As Emily Faldorf is back to serve, looking to continue this momentum swing. And there's Spuller and Swain once again.
Beavers bringing some defensive presence at the net now too.
And net violation called on the Beavers.
That's going to be on middle number 6, Haley Swain.
Swain.
I think you can still see the net wiggling a little bit there.
Spuller booms that one over the net.
I see why she's their go-to. That was, if that doesn't get you fired up, I don't know what will.
And really high off that jump, 5'11". Junior out of Dexter, Michigan. Oh, not a little miscommunication there from the Dragons. Selensky not paying attention to where the ball was, resulting in a point for the Beavers.
She maybe thought it was going up, maybe not straight at her.
Dragons fire right back. Kaylin Jenkins in on that kill.
That was a great spot for Jenkins there, right in that upper right corner. Completely moving her body as you saw her shoulders went completely around to follow with the ball. Got some talk going on here between Tammy Blake and R2. Maybe just some positioning things, but nothing too crazy. No one's yelling.
Let's hope things don't get too ugly here. Dorset in on the serve. Duffner trying to get that one over the net, but that one falls short.
And, you know, it's got to kind of be hard for the Beavers. You kind of get down, get on these runs, and then you get 4 big points, get the ball back. Kind of hard when you dig yourself such a big hole to claw back out of it. Or
Nah, back down.
And
a nice kill by Carlson.
That was a great angle.
Showing her cross-court prowess there on that kill. Nice blocks in front by Carlson and Jenkins.
Timeout here by the Beavers. Again, their offense just can't get past the Dragons' block, and you know, that's something that you have to talk with your setters, you have to talk with your defense on, okay, how do we either go around it? Can't go through it, obviously. So they have to think of something new to either go above and around the big Dragon block or just do something different. Do different hitters. I think they just have to switch it up.
And there's some, you see these highlights here, just a couple of kills there from Kylie Conwisher. Just,
you know, I'm really excited to see Wassing getting going. Haven't really seen much of her. Saw more from Conwisher and Carlson, but I think Wassing can also bring some domination for the Dragons. I do also want to see the Beavers. I want their middles to step up a little bit. You know, it kind of sucks getting blocked block after block, but they were such a dominating presence first set as well as last time that I think they need to get their middles going, and that's either, running a quicker set, an offset, a behind set. But again, you need that first pass, and I just don't think they're getting a good solid first pass to run that offense. Dragons up 21, Beavers 13. We're in the second set tonight.
Thorson on the serve for the Dragons.
Yeah, she's been back on that line for a little while.
And it keeps going here as Carlson gets a kill for the Dragons.
I said it earlier, seeing these young players being so confident with their off speeds, with their rolls, with their lines, it's great to see because they are so unpredictable.
You can't really do much scouting on freshmen either because they're in their first year just trying to learn the ropes. But the Beavers able to get a point here. Shelby Spuller in on the serve. Nice dig by Vega. And Carlson, another kill.
This time going down the line.
Kaylin Jenkins on the serve. 2 points away from a 2-0 lead in the match, but a nice kill there in front by Minot State. That is Haley Swain once again.
I think we're kind of in the same point that we were in the first set, where if you are the Beavers, this is the point where you got to get some momentum. You might not be able to get quite back into this set, but if you can get some momentum for that third, that's really going to help the case.
That block attempt is out.
Set point here.
Selensky trying to close out this set. And Minot State able to get a point. Making it a 24-16 second set.
I think Thorson was there. She just didn't quite get under it. Great defensive effort, though. Great spot for the Beaver hitter.
And that one goes wide, and the Dragons take set number 2. 2-0 set lead for MSUM.
We're going to take a quick break here, and we'll be back for the third set.
Okay.
Hello everyone, welcome back to this third set tonight. We have the Minot State Beavers visiting the Minnesota State University Moorhead Dragons. Dragons up 2-0. Took the first one 25-20 and second one 25-16. Heading into the third set. For the Beavers, what do you think we got to do? What do we got to change?
Well, I got to find a way. They have to find a way to get through that defensive wall the Dragons are putting up.
Yes, great point.
They keep trying to go through it, but it's not really working, so they have to find a way around it. And we're kicking off this third set here, excuse me, with Lauren Kiewit serve. And a nice block to start the set.
Nice little sweep to the right corner. Nope, stay on your side.
And that's Kaylin Jenkins up in front there. And that shot may have been going wide, but Carlson in on that touch.
Sometimes it's just reactionary too when you're in the back row. You see something coming at you and you just want to move.
It's just a reflex. Just keep trying to keep that ball in. And a service ace from Shelby Spuller.
Great serve there.
There's Wasink trying to get the kill there, but gets blocked. And that one will get over through the wall there. And that is Caitlin Selensky.
Gosh, it's got to suck for the Beavers to go all the way to the right net, get a great block, go all the way to the left, and it just fall right on your head.
Tied up 2-2 here early in the third set. Double hit on Carlson. Just trying to save it a little too much there.
Yeah, maybe just didn't quite expect it. Again, reactionary.
Reflex.
Oh, I should get it.
Carly Koza on the serve for the Beavers. And a little miscommunication there. Kiewit trying to set something up, but there was nobody there.
Already seeing the Beavers come ahead a little bit. First two sets were Dragon, and now Beavers pulling ahead early in this first set. Only 2 points, but.
Yeah, break after the second set so far paying dividends for the Minot State Beavers. Nice dig, but it actually falls to the court there.
Lauren Kiewit catching the Beavers off guard on their defense, which we had talked about the first two set, being back on your heels, not ready. So hopefully don't let too many more of those fall.
And they come back with a nice kill there.
Big swing.
And that's Nicole Wondrosik in on that right side. Throwing the sledgehammer down. Back to service, Shea Peterson for the Beavers. Dig trying for the save, but just barely getting under it.
I think you both saw Thorson and Vega kind of falling back a little bit, maybe expecting more of a bigger hit, not a roll.
I believe Koza will get credit for the kill there on that play. Speaking of kills, another one for Amanda Carlson. Back to Dragons points now.
Just a great swing on that by Carlson. No one was there.
Great placement on that kill. And she'll get another one here.
Coming back with the roll shot, like I said, unpredictability. Just don't know if she's going to swing away, pound it to the floor, or nope, I'm just going to roll it over.
Float it. Just float it right over. Nice dig. Selensky able to get it over. Trying for the save there is Kiewit, but she misses the dive, and that falls.
Can't help but credit the Dragons too for their excellent defensive effort in that one. When you're pancaking, diving.
Yeah, trying to make some big diving plays
If you
early.
don't know what pancaking is at home, it's when you put your whole entire flat on the ground and get your hand under the ball. You're not supposed to do it. It's the last resort type of move.
I've been seeing that method employed a lot by both teams actually so far in this match.
Yes.
Big hit there by Kiewit. They're able to defend well with the Beavers. And Spuller down the line.
Spuller again with a great kill.
Michaela Gurley back to serve for the Beavers. Comisher. Carlson. Ooh, good defensive play by Gurley. Carlson trying for the roll shot again. Matt State able to defend. Thorson able to get it over.
Good rally
And
here.
great rally and good blocking by Conwisher and Kiewit. Madison Wasink coming in for the Dragons to fill up that third spot in the middle.
Can't help but get excited for a big block, especially after such a long rally.
And speaking of blocks again, Wasink and Conwisher on it this time. Carlson back to serve. That one goes way long for Spuller.
A little bit of a mishit there. Maybe just trying to do too much. You know, when you kind of get that momentum and you want to swing hard, but looked like just a little bit of a mishit.
Sets tied here at 8. Conwisher and Kiewit once again with the block. Dragons take a 1-point lead. Closest set so far this match. No big margins of lead so far. A nice kill there by Kiewit.
Timeout Beavers. A little bit of a momentum change there. We had the Beavers up, and now Dragons are up 10-8.
Very close third set. Again, no big runs so far from either team.
Which I think is what, you know, we kind of expected going into it. We expected a little bit more of a back and forth, and, you know, I think we really saw the Dragons dominate the first 2 sets, and then the Beavers trying to come back. But here, I think the Beavers, you know, are trying to maybe take a little bit more control of the momentum and, you know, try to get the points to work towards their end of it. But again, you have the Dragons coming back. Flip that around. Quick 2-point lead.
You just saw that huge swinging kill by Carlson that happened earlier in this set.
You know, and that's something too for the Dragons. They have to keep swinging away as well as the Beavers. The Beavers have to keep their confidence on their swings, which I think we saw a little bit more this third set. A little more confidence, a little more swagger, and you know, we can't go down without a fight. So for them, I think they gotta still swing away, and it's hard, I would say, with that Dragon block, but if they want to score, they gotta keep swinging away, keep swinging hard.
Carlson back to serve once again for the Dragons. Block attempt goes wide. Kiewit and Conwisher once again in on that. Ball goes back over to the Minot State side. Emily Faldorf in on the serve. Nice defensive play there by Faldorf, defending the Conwisher kill attempt.
there's a Wassink swing.
And that one called out.
Net violation.
A net violation, excuse me.
And that's going to be on, that was on Kiewit, fortunately for the Dragons.
Sets tied back here at 10.
Very fortunate for the Beavers, though.
Absolutely. Comisher up and down. Just kind of flattening it out for that kill.
It almost looked pretty in a way. Just, nope. Like I said earlier, stay on your side.
Just a little bit of a flick of the wrist. Sometimes that's all you need.
Big swing by Spohr there.
Nice dig by Selensky. And point
Another
for
net
MSUM.
violation. What I do have to say, though, on the Dragon side, I loved the back row attempt to get a swing on it and not send a free ball over. It'll make it a little bit more difficult for the Beavers, but in the end, Beavers got the point. We're tied up, 11-11.
Still a close third set. Again, as we alluded to earlier in the broadcast, this is the kind of tight competition we expected.
Beavers still struggling a little bit on that right side defense just to get up those rolls, so might be something they take into practice this next week.
Big swing there by Wassink.
You see there it is again, you know, the touches off the block, the rolls. Your defense, if you work so hard to get those touches, you know, your defense has got to be there behind you to get those balls to rerun your offense.
Nice block, a nice solo block in front there by Kaylin Jenkins.
All Jenkins on that one. What I really like too seeing from the Dragons is their blocking isn't just coming from one person. It's coming from multiple people and multiple blocking combinations. So.
Kind of just playing off of each other.
Yeah.
That one taking a ricochet off the ceiling.
Big swing though.
Dragons able to get the point. And it's Lauren Kiewit. Nice little set spike there. Kiewit and Vega trying to dig it out, but couldn't quite get it over.
Good swing. You know, for the Beavers too, at this point, you don't want to get in one of those 6, 7, 8 point ruts that they got in the first two sets. So here they really got to make an adjustment and switch what they've been doing.
And a nice floating kill there.
Timeout Beavers. You know, we just talked about it too, the rolls, the tips, the setters. You know, there's already been, I believe there's 3 or 4 set overs already from the Dragons to the Beavers. So for them in this timeout, if I was a coach, I would say we can't be on our heels, which we talked about the first 2 sets, but they need to be able to get those defensive plays. And, you know, I just don't think they're doing that right now, and it's not really helping them out.
There's that big swing again by Wassink. And you alluded to earlier that you wanted to see more out of her.
I do. I would like to see a little bit more balanced. I mean, not everyone's going to have the same amount of swings or kills, but (16-12) here. Only 4 points. Saw the Beavers come back. Maybe they can go with the gnawing back into it.
Yep. Saw that big comeback earlier in the first set. Got it to within 5 points, but the Dragons able to close it out.
You know, if they want to stay in this set, they got to turn it around right now. They can't let them get up too far.
Thorson to serve. And there's a point there for the Beavers.
Great swing. Going right down the line.
That was Nicole Wondrosik.
See that again.
Yeah, big swing, as you said.
Great spot.
And that one blocked out by Jeannie Brenner and Emily Faldorf. Faldorf, a little floater there. And that one hit out by the Dragons.
For the Beavers too, going to that off speed, going to that tip, you know, we talked about earlier, going around it, not through it. That was a perfect example.
Starting to employ that plan a little bit more as we get further into this match. And Kylie Comisher's kill attempt is blocked in front by Emily Faldorf.
And that's great to see how the Beavers, you know, she was one of the women in the beginning of the match that I was hoping to see a little spark from, so great block by her in the front.
That serve from Shea Peterson just barely getting over the net. But Amanda Carlson with yet another kill.
Only 3 points. Feels a little bit like they should be ahead by more, but.
And service error there
2 points.
by Selensky.
Can't count the Beavers out of this one. I think they got to get the ball back. Well, they do have the ball back, but I think they need a few more points. They need to get on a little bit of run here, push them to 20, and 22. Just can't keep giving the ball back.
And again, another nice kill in front.
A little bit closer to this third set, though. You know, we kind of saw those 7, 8 point leads. In this one, it's kind of been a 2, 3, maybe 4. But again, relatively close. Maybe more what we were expecting.
Yeah, I'd say the biggest lead in this set was about 3 or 4 points. That one, nice kill by Minot State. That's Shelby Spuller.
A good swing there. Spuller definitely their go-to. Big power horse over there.
One of the tallest players on the team. Once again at 5'11". That one called a touch.
Yeah, got a touch on it.
And MSUM takes a timeout.
19-18. This is the volleyball we were expecting. This is what we wanted.
Absolutely.
The back and forth, the 1-2 points. Let's see a couple of these
Very
here.
tight contest.
You know, and I think the Beavers are just swinging now. You know, they have nothing really to lose, down 2, so why not just go out swinging? But then we also saw the tip and the going around the block rather than through it. But again, Dragons, if they want to pull ahead, finish this match, you know, their blocks have got to be there, get the touches for their offense. If I'm the Beavers too, I would keep feeding Spuller. I would keep, no matter if she's in the back row or the front row, but also too, their defense has got to get passes up for them. They're not getting anything. They're not getting the behind the blocks. They're not getting the cheap rolls that you should be able to pick up. So if their defense can pick it up, I think they might be able to pull ahead and take this third set.
A lot has to happen on both sides of the ball. And not only Shelby Spuller, but Nicole Wondrosek has been kind of showing her presence as an outside hitter.
Yes.
So those two have been kind of picking it up in this third set. But Conwisher able to kill that one.
Saw her kind of bounce back out of the net. If you are in the net and you don't impose a threat to the play, it's actually okay. If you can go away from, you can't obviously roll in it, but if you're away from the play and stay out of it as much as you can.
Big swing there.
Oh, there's a Wasink swing. That's what I wanted to see.
Wasink, the beautiful kill.
No
Hitting
one's
it.
getting that one.
Hitting it right in the middle of the court.
And you know, when they do hit in the middle, that means that the block is not closing and they're not doing their job and funneling the ball to their defense. There's a big
Nice
score.
dig. Nice floater there by Swain. Oh,
Great defensive effort on
Nice.
both sides.
way to go for Selensky there to dig that out. Wasink again, that kill attempt. And that one just a hair too long for Jeannie Brenner.
You can tell the energy from the Dragons too. They really wanted that point, but it was a great rally. Beavers giving their fight and all on that one as well.
Actually, it was not Jeannie Brenner, that was Shelby Spuller, excuse me.
Also, too, this late in the match, this late in the match, you can't be giving the other side free balls, especially when they're ahead. You're basically giving them a free pass to here. Run your offense against us. We'll try to defend it. Got to be able to put some type of attack on that.
Dragons 2 points away from taking this match.
There's that antenna.
That one called out.
That was a for sure antenna, not like the other one. That one was like, yep.
For sure, it's still kind of shaking.
And we're already at match point here. Not the match we were expecting.
No, not at all.
But
the Beavers not going down without a fight here. Spuller again.
keep on. I like it. Keep on.
Kelsey DeWolf coming in off the bench. We're going to try to capture some momentum here late.
Got a little bit of work to do. No room for errors.
And that'll be it. Lauren Kiewit gets the winning point for the Dragons. The Dragons take this one 3-0. They get the sweep.
Final point here. You know, I think we saw that a lot this match was the bobbling between players, and that just comes from miscommunication. You're not able to talk and, you know, like you said, run your offense. So tonight, I would have to say, not the match we expected. We definitely expected a much closer, especially since, you know, it wasn't even, what, 2 weeks ago, a week ago, that they were playing each other and it went to 5 sets. So I think both teams can take some things to work on. For the Beavers, I would say, you know, you have to pick up those rolls, those tips, so maybe some defensive work for them to get back to before heading into a match this weekend. Dragon-wise, blocking was phenomenal, I have to say, tonight, and it wasn't just from one person.
Yep, and speaking of this coming weekend, Saturday they take on UMary. They have a couple matches on the road here. Saturday they take on UMary, and next Tuesday they're at Northern State before coming back home on the 4th of September against Minnesota Crookston. So 3 big NSIC contests coming up for Dragon Volleyball.
Yeah, going back away again, see if they can get some wins, maybe get back, and same with the Beavers. Hopefully they can regain some stuff over the weekend. But we are going to sign off here. For Tanner Robinson, I'm Alexis Kennedy. Thank you for joining us, and have a great night.